Give us a go. Okay, we are recording now with my friend Juan Carlos. We are recording this without video for two reasons. First, because we are too sexy, right? So we need to save our beauty for some episodes only, okay? And today is not one of them. And second, because we have a delay. So that's why with the audio only we are doing cool. So, okay, let's address the main topic. This is not my topic, it's Juan Carlos' topic, but I like it. I like it a lot. And it's all around the idea that young ladies are using sexual toys. They are using Pikachus to
Yeah.
stimulate their pussies. So, Juan Carlos, please drop the topic.
So this all started because my girlfriend received a wrong package. It was from a 21 years old woman, and it was a
A
big deal.
young lady, a young
A young lady.
lady.
He received
Holy shit.
a beanie, big piece of cake. Okay, so she
I was
can
about to spill my coffee fast.
she can have a party with. Okay, so
Okay.
she told me that nowadays kids, because she's a psychologist, kids right now are not looking for that. They are like too afraid for socialize or interact with other people,
Totally
and
agree. Do
also
you
because
think, but sorry, I have a conspiracy theory. Do
yeah,
you think all was not created? Oh, I need to write down. The
mhm,
problem was not COVID. Maybe the problem was the mask.
the mask.
Interesting, right? Because I mean, with COVID, you have the distance, but what's the mask that cover your facial expressions so that make people forget how to show their feelings?
It's yeah, it makes sense. But sometimes when you were outside, you could take your mask off, right? I
You,
mean,
but a lot of
yeah,
people did.
not many people. Yeah, they were kind of scared.
Yeah.
But also because we were 6 months in our house, and you remember that we couldn't get out. I think for 3 or 2 months. I don't remember.
How were your neighbors? Because there were some neighbors that were pieces of shit. I remember some neighbors like calling me out from the buildings, hey, go back to your home. And I was walking Armando at 2 a.m. So,
Yeah.
but how were your
Oh no
neighbors?
no. My neighbors were cool. I mean, we need to take the dogs outside, okay,
Yeah.
because they have to do their needs. But they didn't bother me or told me anything. But even at night, people were using the masks, because they were afraid, really afraid, and there weren't anybody around. So it
Yeah.
was kind of, okay, why are you using the mask if there's no around? I mean, the virus is not in the air, I think.
It was
But
in the brain. The
yeah,
virus
it
was in
was
the
in
brain.
the brain.
Okay, but going back to your topic, so what you're saying, yeah, but at the end, by the way, we are doing the call for the second time because we have a problem with the previous call. But you were saying that at the end, the dildo was sent by not by a random person, but turns out that this lady has like a boyfriend, right?
I think that that it was from a boyfriend, because on the 14th she received some flowers for Valentine's Day. It was mistaken for my girlfriend, and she returned it to this lady. But I think it was his
I
boyfriend
can
that that
wonder
that that,
the
that,
boyfriend
that
of
said
that
it.
lady is better than mine.
Yeah, yeah,
It's giving better shit. This motherfucker don't give me shit.
yeah, yeah. She thought about that, but I don't know. It's crazy that if that happens, if the boyfriend sent the dildo and the flowers, it's really crazy, right? Why are you giving your girlfriend the dildo if you can send yourself?
Okay. Maybe let me try to. I always try to to talk good about people.
Uh-huh.
Maybe a long distance relationship.
Okay, yeah, it could be possible.
You right?
It could be possible. I don't believe in that long distance relationship. I
What?
mean, I applaud that kind of relationship, because that doesn't work, right?
Well,
It's not the
you'll
same.
be surprised. Well, you have a. How long have you been dating your girlfriend?
More than 3 years right now.
Okay. You know why I tell you that? Because most people now they have a online, not girlfriends, but potential girlfriends. So now with social media, you are more likely to have a girlfriend from other country than from your country. So that
Yes,
most people, if you talk, most people, yeah, I have a girlfriend in this place, or a friend that I always text with.
yes, that's right. So back to the kids nowadays, they are so afraid for still interactive. They're in their phones all the time. I think they only interact um, in recording videos.
Yeah.
Recording videos for stories, for Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp. But in the day, they don't interact. They are too shy. Yeah, they are
They
really
are
shy.
afraid of
They,
feedback because if you check even what you mentioned, the recording videos, they don't upload it to feed. They upload it to stories, so nobody can criticize them in public. They can do it maybe directly, but not in public.
but they can criticize us in the comments too. But
No,
I
but in
don't.
stories, when they upload the stories, there's no comments there. They can just go the DM perhaps, right? But
Yeah,
no in
that
comments. So
that's
I
right.
think
Yeah,
that's their move now.
that's right. But I know that nowadays kids are more. I don't know what's the word, liberals. You think liberals
Ah,
of that?
y- y-
They follow a lot of trends. They dance. They do some crazy stuff for the views, for the likes. They don't care about how they impact their future or how they impact other people. Uh, Many people right now are recording, dancing with Bad Bunny songs or reggaeton songs. Yeah, they look kind of. I don't know how brave are they to do that.
By the
I
way,
don't know.
my friend Mauricio told me that Bad Bunny shut down his social media. I don't know how true is that,
Hmm,
but it would be hilarious if that was the case.
I didn't know about that. Well,
Yeah.
many people hate him right now. They're criticizing that it's. I think it's normal for him to to shut down his social media. And talking about that, I read that Bad Bunny sold his $3 million car to buy an old one, a one from $10,000, I think.
Okay.
I don't know why celebrities do that. They try to follow a trend. They try to be humble. I
To
know that.
pretend, to pretend to be
To be
humble.
humble, maybe.
That's one. And the other one is like when you want to call the attention, there is a moment that going up is harder. I can tell you, for example, I used to drive cool cars, but now if I want to drive a cool car, $30,000 is not enough. I need to buy like the minimum that I can buy to be cool now is like a Porsche, like a
Mhm.
90,000. So my option is I go back to my Volkswagen Beetle. So
Yeah.
you go back. So now is you are different in a cool way. So
Wait,
that's what many celebrities are doing.
that's great. Wait, also he lives in Puerto Rico, and driving an expensive car.
You're fucked. There.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're fucked there. You're really
Yeah.
fucked.
Also
But
here in Peru, by the way, here in Peru, even if you are with your Toyota Hilux, with your pickup, all the Venezuelans are going to pay attention to you.
that's
Shout out for my
shit.
Venezuela. The funny thing, I have a lot of Venezuelan customers,
Yeah.
but even they tell me, yeah, our people is a shit. So
Oh,
yeah,
I'm
that's
talking
it.
about Venezuela. They are still here, right? They haven't left the country. They're still working
uh,
here. I think they're still waiting for some news about Venezuela, about the president.
I don't think there is future in Venezuela. I'm sorry to say this for everybody, but my assumption is, the financial people always know the news before everybody else.
Yeah,
So if it the case that it's going to improve, all the housing market will be up already. The rich people will buy already the houses. But you can find now houses in Venezuela, I think even for $20,000, $15,000. So that means that the rich people that know the news first don't believe it's going to prosper.
oh, okay. So many people that return to Venezuela are still the same. I mean,
The
they're
guy
going
who
to
the guy
the.
who walked my dog,
Mhm,
who used to walk my dog, Armando, is in
mhm.
Venezuela now. He opened like a mini market. So my
Okay.
understanding is well, like all Latino countries, like if you open your own business, you kind of survive, but having like a job in Venezuela and paying your bills is difficult.
Okay. That's kind of shit. That's kind
Yeah.
of sad too, because many people return there, and if they don't have nothing, or they don't make a business, they're going to feel the same here. Okay, so back to the kids. We were
The
talking about
deals.
that to the yeah. We were talking about that it all was caused because of the pandemic. Okay, the people didn't go out they were wearing masks, and also uh, they studied also in these 2 years, 4 years. They studied virtual. They didn't
Yes.
interact with their colleagues, with their teachers. When they need to, I don't know, they need to fight for something about their project or studies, they do it online in video calls
Yeah.
or in a message, right? They didn't interact. They didn't feel the split, the sense of the person,
The friction.
the friction. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. The friction of the fight,
that's
the friction of the fight
By
of
the way, that
something.
was annoying because you have a study, you know what is that, going like face to face. And
Yeah,
sometimes I mean, it's not that you want to kill the person, but you are very pissed off. And
yeah,
that pissed off that is not that in the moment that you go back to your house, yeah, this motherfucker, but we didn't know back then we were being trained without knowing that we were being trained.
yeah. That's correct. Well, for example, if you are not, you're working with people that don't work. That usually happens, right? In the university, in your job. So when you complain, you do it face to face. So
Yes.
the people who you are complaining with are being like scared or making something in his mind. But nowadays, but back in the days when you do it online, the people will say, "Yeah, I'll do it later. I'm going to do it. Yeah, don't worry." But they are in front of the computer, so they don't feel like menace. They don't feel like scared. So
Interesting. So there's no social pressure when you
yeah,
study on good, good, good,
yeah,
good.
yes, yes, that is correct. Also, study and in jobs also. Okay, so um, so a little experience here. My sister, she started study during COVID. Okay, but she finished last year, and she did it in the university. Okay, presence. Okay, so she happens to have like a really bad co-workers in the university. So she tried to send some messages. She tried to convince them to work, okay, to work in the project, but they didn't reply in WhatsApp. They didn't like answer her, and the only way to complain from them was DMing the teacher, sending an email. Okay, it was the only way. So you couldn't like get a meeting. If you want to get a meeting with the teacher, you have to, like to agenda. Okay,
Yeah, you need to schedule. You need to schedule
to
like a,
schedule it
yeah.
in the university web. So it was totally a mess. Okay, so you couldn't do that. So back in our days, if you want to talk to a teacher, like you seek the teacher
Yeah,
in
you
the
just go
whole
there.
university, and you found it
Yeah, yeah.
in a classroom, and you said, "Hey, teacher, this guy is not working. What can we do? Please take it out of my group." Yeah, something like that. But nowadays, you have to wait for the teacher to reply. You have to,
Remember when we used to present the homework in the group homework, and
yeah,
you have to print again the when one member didn't work, you will print again the paper without his name.
yeah,
Yes. And the teacher, he
yeah,
didn't do shit.
yeah.
That's why he didn't put
Or,
his name. So
or,
that was hilarious.
or better, when you start the presentation minutes before, you edit the PPT and you delete
Yeah,
the name, and you
yeah,
start
yeah.
over. And apart from the guy, I mean, you have to read it or you have to remember because you didn't practice that.
I,
But
I have a fun experience very fast. It's like a lot of people in my career, what is hard to believe because my career is business. So
mhm,
they were afraid of speaking in public. So many times I didn't do shit, I didn't do shit. And I just went there to expose what they did in the group work,
well,
So I mean, for an engineer, I don't say that an engineer need to speak in public, even though it's a good idea.
mhm,
But a business person that doesn't speak in public is lame. Is sad. But well, let's continue.
so uh well, they were like really uh, they were in their homes, they didn't socialize, they didn't interact, and that's why they don't want to sit for other people. Okay, because they are so scared right now, even right now, right? They're so scared to interact with other people that they don't look for sets, because they think that
Yes.
the other person will, I know, harass her, make some damage, I know that.
And by the way, it's the worst. The worst approach because always when that happens, you stop training your interaction, your social muscle.
Yeah.
That's why I go to the market every Saturday
Mhm.
because even though it's full of people, I could easily just call the casera, hey, bring the fruits here. I go there because that's my social training. Like people pushing you, hey motherfucker, move here. The casera. I know I
Yes.
came first. So I do that shit on purpose because if we don't use it, we lose it.
Yeah. Yeah. It happens to me. I was working presence, and my day it was home job, home job. I didn't happen to interact with anyone. Only when I have to buy something, it was, hey, I paid in the machine and I received the product. Okay, so in the weekends when I try, for example, to buy something in the store, in the market, anything, I was kind of nervous. I didn't know. I was like, I know how to say this in English, balbucear. Okay.
Okay, so
Okay.
you stutter, no? Stutter? No,
Yeah,
but stutter
yeah,
is like tartamudo, but
it's
yeah,
not that
something
much.
like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Yeah,
but something like that. Okay, so I wasn't talking really good. I was like talking fast or talking really
You were
low.
butchering it.
Yeah,
You butchering
exactly.
it.
Okay,
Butchering it.
so
Yeah.
I was doing that, and that's because of 1 week of not interacting with
I
anyone,
know.
and it's crazy. Imagine not interacting during the COVID period, 2 months, 3 months doing that.
I
Uh,
have that with cash. I try to pay with cash as much as I can, but now the chances you pay with cash are little.
mhm.
When I have to pay 59 soles, I pay with 3 bills of 20 soles, but I check the bills like 5 times each because I was worried to get wrong the bills.
Yeah, 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 and and also these kids of 20s, not everyone, but they kind to see you like wrong or bad when you ask something, right, or you're trying to
Yeah,
interact, right. They see you, hey, who are you, why are you talking to me, who do you think you are? And
yeah,
when you try to alternate the machines in the gym, for example, like
yeah,
they look, or they didn't talk, right. Hey,
yeah,
can we switch, hey, can we alternate, and they always stand up and back up. Like,
yeah, yeah.
it's like, yeah, you can use it, but they don't talk. They don't do anything. It's
By the way, it's annoying when you ask, but for me, the thing that doesn't have forgive is like the thing that they should burn in hell. Is when they ask you something without turning off their headphones. If they are asking, at least they should turn down the volume first,
yeah,
right? So you reply to them and they what? But you are asking me. At
yeah.
least
But
motherfuckers.
the crazy part for me is like you're in the machine, okay? So
Yeah.
you finish, you are like watching the rounds, and you see someone that is watching you, or in this case, watching the machine, but you know that they want to use the machine, but they don't
Yes.
ask you, okay?
Yes.
They
Yes.
don't
Yes.
ask you. So I
Fuck
always say,
that.
hey, you want to alternate? And he's like, yeah. Or, well, he didn't respond with the voice. He just not
Not the head.
there, not his head yet. Yeah, yes, hi. Yeah, and it's crazy. Like, you could ask, right? You could ask for the
Yeah.
machine. The gym is for everyone. So
And by the way, sometimes they when I have a lot of women that were next to the machine, I asked and they
Mhm.
told me, no, I wait for you. Hey, but I'm missing 2 sets. No, don't worry, I wait for you. So
Yeah,
literally they wait you 2 sets just to try to avoid as much interaction as possible.
yeah. That, or also it happens that because you are lifting more weight than hair, they told me, can we? Yeah, we can change. No, you're using more weight.
But in a machine
Yeah,
or in a barbell?
it's the same. The machine, the
No,
barbell.
because the barbell takes some time to change the load, but the machine is just the pin, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, that makes sense. Well, we're talking about the barber or some
Okay, maybe.
machines that they use this, like the leg
Yeah.
press or the hip press, something
Maybe
like
it
that.
was they were lazy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They don't carry their own disc. They're really lazy.
I don't want to
Uh,
be like I call this the cholo thing that always go back to the same thing, but it's a cell phone because if you don't have shit to do, anything to continue the training is a good idea. But if you have the cell phone as an option, oh no, I wait for you. Don't worry, take your time, right?
yeah, and they take a lot of time. Like, wait, I could work for 10 minutes, and she's or he's right there waiting. And
Yeah.
I'm asking, hey, you have a lot of time here. You don't do anything else here.
Yeah.
But that's crazy. But well, that's how happen. That's what's happening right now. I don't know what can we do. I think we are lucky that we finished the university before the pandemic, and we know how to interact with other people.
Well, it's
But
not that all millennials, right? Some millennials,
no,
because I know plenty millennials, they don't know shit. I don't want to forget this topic about the dildos. It's not that I want to go back to the dildos, but there's something that I just wanted to mention,
mhm,
that a lot of the music is normalizing the idea that the couple use sexual toys. Interesting enough, is a nice way to promote the sales of these toys. One, but the second is like it's like part of the. I know a lot of couples that no, yeah, we need to use toys. If not, I don't feel good. The lady will say so. It's interesting, something that before was taboo, and also now it's easier to buy that it was 5 years ago.
yeah, yeah. You remember? I feeling nostalgic here. But when I was in school or first years in the university, the only places you find these things, it was in Villaflores. There was
Yeah, there
like
was a house
sex
there.
shop, but it was really really hidden. It
Yeah,
was
yeah.
really really hidden. I mean, it was in
In
this
basements, in
yeah, in
basements was
basement or, or,
always,
or,
yeah,
or little malls. It was really deep in the bottom of the stores, and you find one, or even in Lince too. It was really 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 tiny. It said set shop or set store, something like that. It was really tiny, but nowadays you find it in social media
women take
or
pictures
even
with their dildo now. It's like they don't give a fuck. Before,
really.
I
Oh,
remember the place that I know is here in the basement of Polvos Rosados. There is like a
yeah.
little basement. I know because the coyote that used to bring me drugs, he also bring this dildo. So
Yeah.
people will go there, buy it, and they will take it out with a bag that was black, like almost like a trash bag, plastic
Mhm.
bag. So they will totally, like silent. Now people show it online.
Yeah. And they show it the back with the dildo side, right?
Don't
With a
care.
dildo form, right? They don't
But
care,
only
but
women. You will never see men showing, oh, I bought like a mouth that saw my dick. No, never. It's always women that
no.
they were brainwashed to believe that is somehow being empowered.
Yes, yes. You
Yeah.
remember that song, Yo Perreo Sola from Bad Bunny? Yeah,
Of
it's something like that.
course.
Yeah, it's something like that, right?
Yeah,
I do
yeah.
everything by myself.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. It's like hey, I was listening something interesting that Gen X, we are millennials, Gen
Mhm,
X are the previous ones.
mhm.
They didn't know that much about generations. Generations start to appear with our the idea of, oh, we know which generation is which. And somehow generations, this idea was promoted to create some type of division. So now it's not just by color, by nationality, by gender, but also now by generations.
My generation, really.
Interesting, right?
Okay, so they not only discriminate by color, race, they discriminate by generation. So
Yes,
you are too old for hanging out with us, right?
yes, yes, yes. So always you find excuse, right? Oh, if you don't like the person, must be because he's millennial, so he doesn't understand. Before, no, was like, okay, let me try to understand why this millennial is so annoying, right? Because you got a little bit older. But
Yeah.
also it's our fault as a millennial because we were too soft with the Gen Zs. The
Uh-huh.
Gen X were very asshole with us, and
Yeah,
that helped us. That helped us because
that
we
help us.
developed sense because the Gen X were cool, were strong motherfuckers. We
Yeah.
were soft with these little pieces of shit.
And talking about that, and maybe to finish, to start talking about your topics.
Oh yeah, I have topic.
Nowadays, if you try to talk to convince with this kind of generation, they are known as the crystal generation.
Yes.
They tend to feel that you are attacking them. You know,
Yeah.
when you like tell them, hey, this is wrong, you shouldn't do that, you should do something else, you should do something with your life, etc. They feel attacked, and they start like to complaining. They feel like, this is the word that my
Passive
girlfriend.
aggressive. Have you heard that
Yes,
one?
yes,
How the
passive
fuck I can
aggressive.
be passive
Passive
aggressive?
aggressive.
Silence is violence.
They tend, how is this, when you feel like a lot of pressure, you feel,
Yeah.
my girlfriend told me about this. uh I don't have the word right now, but they feel like like really they really feel disturbed because you are breaking their inner space, their inner
Yeah.
peace. I think their inner peace, their thoughts. Yeah, you're not you're against me because you don't believe or you don't think the same way as me. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
they,
society. That's what
yeah,
society is for. We need
yeah,
to
yeah,
solve
yeah, yeah.
common ground.
It's kind of crazy the many people think about that, especially this generation. They complain and they behave bad. I don't know. I think we're screwed right now. We're really
Ye-
screwed with
For real.
the
When
next
I heard
generation.
passive aggressive the first time, this is
Hmm.
fucked up. But that was fucked up. When I heard silence is violence, and many times when like you have these people that start, I have that people that text me without wanting to buy, they just want to talk, so I stop answering. Hey, please don't be violent. At least say something. So if you reply, you're aggressive. If you tell them the truth, you're aggressive. If you
You're
don't tell
aggressive,
them,
yes.
you are also aggressive. So fuck
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I'm out.
That's why that's why it sees this cancellation culture, because
Yeah.
you are too aggressive
Yeah.
for many people. It's kind of
Fuck
it's
that.
kind of crazy. Yeah.
Okay, let's hit fast my topics. Thank you for reminding me that I forgot totally that I have topic. But I want to just uh three things. Difficult words. Yeah, here. I wrote it twice. Yeah. The first is like people, by the way, it's connected to that. Is
Mhm.
the people worry of what everybody is going to say
Okay.
instead of paying attention who is the key person of influence that is going to help me. I know that sounds nerdy, but I don't know. Do you feel it's an interesting topic?
Yes, I mean not only what they think, what you say, what you write, what you
Yeah.
say in social media, or also, I mean, the high people watch your social media every time, what you post, what you read, what you share also. So in Instagram, when you're going to share some reels to your friend or something like that, they watch what reels you're sharing. Homophobic, something
Yeah.
funny. Yeah, they are going to
Yeah.
watch. So nowadays, I'm seeking for some job opportunity. So
Nice.
when you apply, there's an option there that they want to know all your social media. Okay, so
Okay.
there's an option that you put, obviously, your LinkedIn. Okay, so they are going to watch what you are sharing or your LinkedIn profile.
I
But
understand that. That
yeah,
is the only one that I
yeah,
understand. Continue,
yeah,
please.
yeah, yeah. But also you can add your Facebook, Instagram, and ads. So it's really dangerous, because if you share or you post, for example, in ads, if you post some toxic behavior, or you
Yeah.
post some toxic stuff, the companies are going to watch that, and they are going to reject your
Are you
applications.
saying that if they see that I said that Epstein is my mentor, they are not going to hire
Yeah,
me?
of course.
Fuck that.
Yeah, of course. Even if
Fuck that.
even if it's a joke,
Yeah.
some racist comment, something like that, they are going to find it. Okay, so it's better if you don't share your
But
your
they will
your
look it
social
anyway.
media.
I
Yeah,
mean,
they look it, but
if
that's
they want to hire, they will still do if they
yeah,
want to hire you,
they're
right?
going to work. Yeah, yeah, they're going to find you. They're going to seek for you, but it's better to put it private. Private, so
Yeah,
they
yeah.
they don't watch what you're sharing.
Oh, that's why. Okay, sorry to be like so naive, but now I understand why now everybody have private their social media. Well, like, why, right? Why do you have social media if you put it private? That
Mhm.
is one of the answers.
Yes, because you're sharing too much. Well, what is you're sharing too much, and the other is what you are sharing. What you are
Yeah.
sharing, that many people, or well, in this case, companies that are trying to hire you, are going to watch. And you know that okay, the reclutadoras, the people that seek,
Recruiters,
the
recruiters.
headhunters, yeah, the headhunters, okay, they're going to seek for people to work for the companies. They are more interested about your social media than your LinkedIn profile. They want
Yes,
to
makes
know
sense.
who you're hanging with, what places you're seeking. They know that. They know everything about you nowadays. It's kind
Yeah,
of
it makes
scary.
sense because that's kind of is what I call the proxy, right? It's how much predictable your behavior is. So if
Yes.
I go to your social media, you're always posting, let's say, you are posting about your dog, your
Mhm.
girlfriend, and going to nature and training. Let's say those four topics.
Mhm.
Okay, he's about that. But for example, if I see someone complaining too much about politics all the time, and always
Yeah.
there is a complaint, okay, this feels negative. So that's why I believe, I don't think it's a good idea to hide social media. I would say it's better just to show it. Don't post about politics. I would say that's for sure. But of course, depends where do you work, right? Because perhaps some type of industries are more sensitive to some topics.
Yeah. Yeah. That is correct. Well, it happens the other way. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe the company are not going to seek every candidate social media, so you can post anything you want, but really be careful because nowadays everyone is looking for everyone. So
Yeah.
if you're happen, for example, if you're dating with someone and you share your social media, maybe you're going to surprise her because you love Jeffrey Epstein, or you love the guy with the mustache,
That happened to me every time. When
Yeah,
I meet
yeah,
a woman, I meet her. The conversation is amazing. We start always WhatsApp, never Instagram, right? So
uh-huh.
WhatsApp. Then she find out my social media.
Mhm.
She's pissed off with me like 4 weeks, and then again she likes me. But there's like a couple of times that she really hate me, and then
Yeah,
come back. But
yeah,
but
yeah,
coming
yeah.
back to the topic, uh, but also if we can prove that we are good in the thing we are, and now it's not that easy because there are things that are harder to prove that you are good at, right? It's not like
Mhm.
conversation, you just see a video, right? But if you manage to prove that you are good, somehow the employer need to just don't
Accept
care.
you.
Play live. Okay, he's talking about Jeffrey Epstein, but he's good. So let's play it because he's good. I mean, let's not be naive. These people are looking for money.
Yeah, they're looking for someone who solve their problems. Okay, it doesn't care if you like Jeffrey or you love, I know, your LGTBs, some shit.
Yeah,
They only care that you solve the problems.
exactly.
Okay, but I know you have to be careful. Not to be
Mm,
careful. It's not something that you care or not care what other people think. If you're seeking for a job and you know that these kind of jobs or these companies are going to look at for your social media, you should better put your profile in private or
yeah.
delete things that you think that is going to be a problem for your application.
You know who's the problem? Now that we are talking, it's not the owner of the company, it's the fucking HR department. The
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
HR department, because the owner, I want money, of course, financial department, of course, but the HR know about the culture of the company and all the bullshit.
yeah,
So, and usually who goes to the HR is women mostly
yeah,
that
yeah.
are too sensitive. They don't think, hey, without the money, without this guy fixing the actual problem, this thing is not going to continue.
Yeah, yeah, that's totally true. You said it, and it's also you remember that I said that um, uh, okay, so that the the social media, the controlling mass is easier to control to women and LGBT supporters. So, for example, if these women, as well, most women accept everyone. They are not too racist, too homophobic, something like that. So if they see like some comments of in your profile, in your social media that they don't like, they are going to delete and reject your application.
Yeah.
Companies also, they are like, we accept everyone, mostly women,
Yeah.
HR, we accept everyone. everyone is Everyone is allowed to work here. We don't discriminate. So when they see some jokes about homophobia, racism, something like that, they're going to reject you. They're going to totally reject. So you have to
Because
be
they are
careful
not
with that.
punished for that. Because if they discriminate someone by the tattoo or because the sexual orientation, oh, they are pieces of shit. But if they discriminate because you make like a young kids joke, like Uncle Balta likes to do, right?
Mhm.
Oh, that you can punish that. So it's like I don't know if you get like the what used to be punishable, like tattoos. It used to be very
Mhm.
punishable tattoos before. Now it's accepted, but now the jokes are the always people try to punish something.
Yeah.
Interesting, right?
Yeah, in this case, they punish the people that don't have tattoos or don't support these thoughts, right? They feel like
Yeah.
they feel like ashamed. They feel, you don't support LGBT. Why?
I don't know
Why
if
you
you
don't
feel
support?
this. I don't know if you feel this, Juan Carlos, but when I talk shit, because you talk also shit, but you do it like in private. You're not like me, like you talk in private, but you also talk shit, right? Yeah, but when we talk shit, it's like
Mhm.
a unleashing vapor from the ball pressure, como la olla a presión, dropping some vapor out. So
Mhm.
it's our way to relax.
Yes, yes. You feel like relaxed that you I don't know, you throw some
You
truth, right?
release.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
release some truths, right? And these people that they don't release that because they can also talk shit. They don't
Yeah.
release it, and they feel like pressure. They feel
Yes.
sad. They feel bad,
Yeah.
and they feel bad about everything. And this is like something like really related with the topic that we previously talked with the kids that nowadays that this generation they don't talk they don't release their thoughts or they don't release the truth. That's why they feel so compressed, so bad about themselves because they don't talk about it with anyone. I mean, me and you can express and talk about these kind of topics anytime, right? They don't do it because they feel that they are being attacked or they feel like they're they feel hey, how is the people around me are going to feel if I express myself, if I say this. But we with this generation, our generation, we don't care about that. Just we talk it, and if we offend someone, we say sorry,
Yeah.
or even we don't say sorry. We say, hey, this is what I think, right? So
Yeah,
this
that's
is
what I
like a
mean.
liberty expression. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
uh,
By the
yeah.
way, we're about to wrap this call, but without knowing, we are discovering two things: that HR is the problem,
Mhm.
and second, that consolidation of big companies include big HR.
Yeah.
Because long time ago, when you have a small companies, a lot of small companies, they don't have the budget for HR, So
Yeah.
if there is no HR, we hire you because you are good in the thing you
Yeah.
are doing.
Yes. Yes.
The bigger the shit, the bigger the politically correct and all the bullshit.
Yes. That is correct. Yes.
Juan
That is
Carlos,
correct.
share your social media. People want to follow this guy. By the way, if somebody else want to start a podcast, somebody else want to train with Juan Carlos while practicing English, that also is interesting, or be trained by Juan Carlos, where can they find you?
Okay. So it's only Instagram, juanca.vallejosv. We can talk. We can share about our ideas, or we can train together. Also,
Amazing, amazing. So, please, Juan Carlos, can you put your camera now so people can see you at least 1 second?
they're going to see my sexy and homophobic face right here.
Yeah. Amazing. So that's Juan Carlos' face. So thank you for your time, my friend. Good
Thank
to
you for
have
your
you.
time. We talk any other time, Balta.
Vale,
Thank
hermano.
you very much.
Thank
Bye.
you.